Hey guys, I think that's it. Play to Airdrop Season 2, it's over. We can finally talk. Here, I'm going to bring up some people onto the stage. But yeah, this is super exciting. And here, I'll add Heidi. We'll bring on some other people as well. Yeah, guys, you made it. Thank you so much for joining us for this Play to Airdrop. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is super exciting. Congrats to everybody who has stuck it out. Congrats to everybody who has been joining us in this Season 2 of the Play to Airdrop. We're really, really excited that you guys have been joining us and that you guys have been on this journey with us. And we couldn't be more excited for the next stages. Pixel is just around the corner. We'll give some more information on what it looks like and timelines and all of that pretty soon. We're about to post an article kind of going over the next stages of the Play the Airdrop. Heidi will get that right out soon. And yeah, just want to show some appreciation to everybody here too. Here, I'll bring some other people on the stage too. Let's just get a party up here.
Let's just hang out. Oh my gosh, guys, we did it. We made it. Thank you all for being here with us. It has been an insane few days. So yeah, we just want to hang out. So everyone go to Terravilla. We'll just all hang out by the fountain and have a good time. And then yeah, bring some of you guys up. We can just reminisce on everything.
Yeah, if you guys are in game, I would love to get some group photos in Terravilla. I'm in World 1 right now. Last time we did this, it was insane how many people we had in Terravilla just crowding it. We got some really awesome photos at the end of Season 1 of Play the Airdrop. And yeah, if you guys are in game, let's all go to, if you can get into World 1, let's go to World 1, Terravilla. I know it's quite tough right now. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much. You guys have all worked really hard. We know that, we see that, we recognize that, and we're really excited to move on to the next stages where we can actually, give some of that effort back to you guys when it comes to the form of rewards, when it comes to the pixel token, and all the next stages. I have been waiting for this moment for so long, and it's basically here. Yeah, we'll start to update you guys more and more on when the token is going to be coming out, what you can expect around all of that. But yeah, this is the last chance before we do the TGE, the token generation event, to earn Pixel. So you guys all worked really hard. We see it. We see how tired you guys are. It's on us to make sure that it's worth it for you guys. We know the time, the effort, the dedication that you guys put into this. And yeah, we're very, very aware of what that means. So yeah, you guys made it. Thanks so much for joining us here today. And yeah, I know it's really, really late, or I think it's even like getting to the point where it's early for some of you. If you're in the Philippines, if you're in some time zones like that, it is rough right now. I know that. Luckily, it's either Friday or Saturday for you. But yeah, appreciate you guys sticking with us. The energy in Terravilla is super fun right now. And yeah, we just can't wait until the next stages.
Yeah, there's so many people around the fountain. I love it. I love it. I'm going to go to some other worlds in a minute here too. But yeah, it's just beautiful. Like it's amazing. So yeah, I'm going to keep working on getting this article out, but Luke, do you want to bring some speakers up?
Yeah, I've been bringing some people up. If you guys want to say anything, feel free. Otherwise, I'll just keep yapping. But yeah, I mean, again, you guys are the reason why Pixels is doing what it is right now, and you guys are the reason why we're getting to move on to the next stages. And the next stages of Pixels are going to be really exciting. We give a lot of transparency and we talk a lot about what we're up to, but it's crazy to see it all actually happening, right? We're actually going to do the things we've said, and it's all happening in the next like basically month. So yeah, you guys are all a part of this. Pixels is nothing without this community, and we couldn't be more excited to one, just like welcome you to join this journey with us, and two, to actually give some rewards back, right? And to give some love and show the respect back to all of you too. So that's going to be my main focus over the next month, right? It's all about making sure that we do as good as we can when we move into the next stages. And yeah, thanks so much. Anybody want to join? Come on, let's get some more people on.
I just barely made it. Trust me, I was.
You made it?
Yeah, I just made it to the top 100 in hardwood. It was extremely tough for me, like these past 4 or 5 days, because I was almost in the bottom, around 2 or 3K wood, And then from 3K in 4 days, I had to go to around 21 today and almost 6K wood today. So let's see if it's worth it.
Yeah, we know that you guys put in a lot of effort. We know that you guys put in a crazy amount of energy. And yeah, because of all of this effort, energy, and dedication that you guys have to Pixels, it's putting us up in a really nice position for the next stages. So yeah, we're really, really excited about what the next stage looks like for us. And yeah, you guys will all get more info over the next little bit on what that looks like.
Do you know, man, I like spend my salary in advance. I didn't even
I just want to say, yeah, congrats on the success because we just hit 180,000 unique active user according to Foodping Network. This is all-time high, like for Pixels throughout the month. So the Play to Airdrop campaign really brings tons of new players to the game. So congrats to the Pixels team.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the amount of people that have been playing and exposed to Pixels now. That's kind of the whole point. You guys are here helping us grow the ecosystem in game, and now our job over the next little bit is to make sure that you guys feel like all of this is worth it. To make sure that you guys get the rewards back too. That's the point of Web3, right? We get to share in what we're doing here. So yeah, this is a group effort, right? And this is the awesome part about Web3. So yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Hey, Luke, this is Andy. I just want to congratulate you. I really enjoyed the whole experience. I played this whole 2 weeks. Um, and yeah, the whole server thing was super smooth. I don't think people can understand how hard it is to get 150K players, or I don't know the numbers, playing at the same time. I think it's crazy. I'm part of the Pirate Nation team. I have been working there for a whole year, and I think there's a lot to learn from your game. You guys actually inspire us a lot, and yeah, man, I really enjoyed the whole play to airdrop. I think I'm ranked 20 or something. I'm happy to record my life today. Yeah, I'm going to be touching some grass this weekend, but yeah, man, I just wanted to say everything you do, everything you're like, how transparent you are, the communications, the whole game experience, everything is great, man. I just want to say, great job.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that we can improve, right? Number one, I'm a big fan of Pirate Nation. I think you guys are doing some really awesome stuff. And yeah, there's definitely a ton of stuff that we can learn from other people in the space too. Yeah, not everything went like 100% smoothly in this play to airdrop, right? We had some server issues. Yeah, there was some maybe some missteps in communication that we made, but yeah, we really appreciate the patience with all of this, right, guys? There's a lot to manage right now. We're doing all of this, and then we're also getting ready for a token release too, which is a whole other beast. Yeah, Luke, I see that you have your hand up.
Yeah, no, I just want to say congratulations. Echo what Santi said. Everything. I'm also in the bath, a bit weird, but that was the closest I could do for a sauna, real life sauna, after an epic grind. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Like it was such a good balance between. I felt like I worked hard. Like I was getting up like 6:30 every morning on the grind and doing other stuff that needed to be done, and then 3 hours of Grumpkins in the evening. Like it was big. It was a big week, but I really enjoyed it. It felt like a good balance. You're so great communicating. Like it really cuts through that. You turn up on the AMAs every week, and it's really honest. It's a fun vibe. I have no idea how you pulled off those couple of weeks. Like shout out your devs. I mean, you said a couple of server issues, whatever. Like no doubt, but like I'm sure there's a load of people behind the scenes who've been working so hard as well. So yeah, massive congrats. It's a real good energy party today was good. Shout out Goose. It's just been a fun week. I've enjoyed it very much. So good on you both, and keep going. Yeah, look after yourselves as well.
Wow, thank
Yeah, I
you so
appreciate it.
much for all your kind words there. That was really great. I just wanted to hop in and say it was really funny. The other day, someone hopped in our Discord and was like, I won Luke's giveaway. How do I claim my rewards? And I was like, what giveaway? And it took me a minute to track down. It was actually something that you were running, not Pixel Luke, the other Luke. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, those little things too. Like, thank you for running, community events, like external to me running them, like it's so magical. It's so wonderful. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's a great thing to bring up too. Yeah, one, me and Heidi, we're the ones that you guys talk to and interface with a lot, right? There's a whole other team behind this as well that have been working insanely hard to pull all of this off. And yeah, I want to show massive appreciation to them, the devs, designers, all that kind of stuff. We have a huge next month coming up as well. So it's funny because you guys get to rest, all the players, right? But the Pixels team has a whole lot of work ahead of us over the next month to pull everything off. And we're really excited to do it. It's funny because you guys are playing Pixels, you're grinding in Pixels, right? We're grinding on TG. We're playing our own game. We're leveling up in this, and yeah, we still have some work to do on that end. So appreciate you guys and appreciate the team behind this too. Don't just show love to us, like me and Heidi, when you guys talk about Pixels, but also, yeah, there's a whole other host of people behind there too. Always give them love. Show some love to the devs. The devs love it. Even if they don't want to talk, they like getting appreciation, right? So shout them out as much as possible. And yeah.
Also, one thing I wanted to say is how great the community tools were during this whole Play-to-Airdrop event. They actually helped me a lot.
Oh my gosh, yes, Pixels tips, absolutely. I was using it, streamlined things. That was incredible.
Oh yeah, let's give a shout out to all of the community members who helped, all the community members and the community tooling too. Tribally has been amazing.
Yes.
Pixels tips, Pixels data, Player W3. You're getting tons of people still watching your videos every single day. You've been a huge part of this community. See you on here. Zombina is always creating amazing content. Really appreciate her. Yeah, thanks so much for all the people who have been involved in the Pixels ecosystem, including the new people as well. Yeah, that's been super fun and like really awesome to see that. And part of what we want to start to think about in the future too is like how do we create even like more rewards for people like this, because you guys really are the core of what we're doing. All the people who are creating around Pixels, to me that's like that's the best part of what we have going right now. The community, the builders, all of this as well. So yeah, appreciate them too.
All right, who else is here?
Well, I just want to say if nobody has mentioned about the community team being so present on Discord, well, massive shout out to everybody out Necro, Nelly. I've been seeing so many people trying to calm everybody down. You know how the tension is just so high because everybody wants to farm, everybody wants to chop them trees and get all the salt bucks they can get. So to everybody on Discord, thank you so much for keeping, well, at least, you know, the space safe, farmer friendly, by the least, even if
No,
it's very
you are
chaotic.
so right. Yeah, the community team's amazing. A huge shout out to Nelly. Huge shout out to the people even behind the scenes on the community team. Midnight does a ton of stuff that you guys would never see. Rag Poet, Hans, they're all doing a ton of stuff in the back end as well. A huge shout out to the farmhands. Yeah, Necker, like every single farmhand too. Yeah, you guys have been honestly without farmhands and without the community team, like this would have been a complete mess. We have to give them a ton of credit when we think about how things have went over the last little bit, because yeah, it is not easy managing this, and that's maybe Heidi can speak on that a bit too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, running a community as large as we have, has been, it's not as easy as maybe some people may think it is, but I think we've done an excellent job of creating structures and, you know, building up people and players that want to be a part of this with us and build in a similar fashion to what we intend to do, if that makes sense. So yeah, our community team, my God, like Sophia ran that event this morning because it was 3 a.m. for me, you know, and it was almost seamless. I'm saying almost because I know there was like 2 servers that were a little unhappy, but there were 45,000 people at that event this morning. 45,000.
That's insane. That is actually insane.
Like, yeah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work, and you know, Luke's already shout out on the internal side, but yeah, the community team, the farm hands keep everything running smoothly, and along with a lot of you guys too, just players that are super helpful, and you know, like I said, that we all have the same goal here, and I don't even know. I feel like I'm out of words at this point. There's just so much happening, and yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to end this. Thank you.
I had one quick question. You probably don't have the answer yet, but do you have a rough ballpark of how many Grumpkins were farmed in total? Because I feel like that number is going to be completely wild. I think the top person was close to 100,000 or something. If it wasn't experience points, if it was Grumpkins alone, I don't know. Was my first question, and the second one was I saw a lot of people tagging John Deere. I didn't know if you had any movement on the John Deere collab yet.
Okay.
Oh, true.
So we have been bugging John Deere for over 2 years now to partner with us. Every time we reach out, it's just into the void. They have not responded. I mentioned them when we did our year in review recap thread on Twitter, and then we were on Luke and I were on a Twitter space a couple weeks ago, and the host said, so if we had a Spotify Wrapped for Pixels, what would that look like? And I was like, well, fun fact, we have this thread that I wrote on posted and I made a comment at that time, oh, my own part of the thread that they still haven't replied to us, so go bug them. So then suddenly there was like, how many people were on that Twitter space? Like several thousand people were just tweeting at John Deere. So still no response. Just want to say.
Yeah, in terms of like those stats too, yeah, that'd be really fun to see. We should do a tiny wrap on this.
I'm asking Reg if he can find that data easily.
Yeah. Okay, and then I guess like we're about to post an article about what you can expect in terms of next steps for Play the Airdrop, and you know when you're actually gonna be able to claim all that kind of stuff too. Transparently, we can't say the date of the token generation event yet, but we have a pretty good idea of when it's going to be on the back end now. It's not going to be very long from now. What I can say is no longer than a month, like just about there, most likely. And yeah, there's a few other steps that we'll be doing in between that time frame. So yeah, if you are a part of this process, what we're going to be doing is we'll be basically taking a week to go through the leaderboard. We'll be cleaning out bots, cheaters, things like that from the leaderboard, and you'll also have a bit of a time to appeal if you got tagged as a bot or a cheater. Sometimes we make mistakes, and we recognize that. So your ranks will update over the next week as well. If you were just out of the top 7,000, you actually still might make it because of this. So keep that in mind. This takes about a week, and then yeah, you'll start to get announcements and some hints on what you can expect when it comes to actually claiming and the next stages as well over the next like week or so, maybe 2 weeks after that. So yeah, you guys you'll be in the loop. We know how important momentum is in the space. We know how important all of the like next couple weeks are, and we don't want to keep you waiting too long. Yeah, we made this mistake before, but now it's the right time. We have everything set up. It's happening, and we couldn't be more excited about the next stages. For us, this is what we've been working for the longest time. This is the moment, and we don't want to waste it either, right? here. We have a few more people that came up on stage. Everybody's screaming out "We Heart Heidi" in
Oh my gosh.
the in Terravilla. I'm not really getting much of that. No, "We Heart Luke's." It's fine. No, wait. It's okay. Instead of a "We Heart Heidi," can we get like a couple "We Heart Devs" or "We Heart Farmhands" or "We Heart Community Team"? Just like one or two of those there, right? Like.
Yeah. So love.
Yeah. Oh, someone's telling me. Dang, someone just told me to get good, and I don't like it when I get it back.
Everything is a bunch of Heidi's and
So
hearts.
yeah, if you
Okay.
yeah, I think that's kind of going to be unavoidable in most of these screenshots, to be honest. Um,
Love you guys too, but let's spread. I feel like there's probably a party in.
I'm not sure if it's me or you, Heidi, but one of us is disconnecting. One of us is rugging. Yeah, if anybody else on stage wants to come up too, though, feel free.
Oh well, everybody else is waiting. I just wanted to add, like, this P2A season just wasn't, just farming and mining for everybody else. There were other unique experiences as well. Like, some would be very busy looking at the charts, the market prices of pancakes, the market prices of all of the food, all of the wine. And it was so funny to see that everybody's just doing their own thing. Some are
Okay, you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we
we can
do.
hear you.
Okay, listen. I'm here to speak on behalf of everyone. Wait, how many people are in? 650 people. So my question is to both of you, Heidi and you. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, the question is, will you distribute the first P2A first, then second, or will you do together?
Yeah, they'll both be at the same time. So you'll basically what's going to happen is we'll announce the TGE date, and then you'll get the allocation at the same exact time. So you'll see what your allocation is.
Yeah, but
so those things are.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those things will happen hand in hand. So yeah, both allocations will be distributed at the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, right when you know when the actual like TGE date's going to happen is when you'll also see the exact allocation that you'll have as well.
Yeah, I got you. So we don't have the first P2A players don't have any advantage, like to the new ones.
They're two separate pools, but yeah, there's no advantage. Like it's not like one gets it first and then the second gets it second.
Yeah.
No, there's no all of that. So yeah, well, there's no hiding it. You'll see the on-chain transparency when it comes to like what that distribution looks like and all of that when the details are released.
Yeah.
But
how soon are we expecting the details?
Yeah. All I can say is soon. Again, we understand.
I've been hearing soon since like 2022.
I know. I gotta be political right now. I can transparently say we're in the last stages of this. We're not trying to delay anything.
So okay. Let me summarize it. So is it in Q1?
Oh yeah, 100% Q1.
100%?
It is not. Yeah, 100% Q1. It is not far away. I just can't say the date right now. It's basically all
okay.
There is.
So when I started playing, I was like 16. I'm now like close to 19. Like that was it's been so long.
Yeah. No, I know. I understand that's something tricky on our end too, where it's like, we've been in a situation where Pixel Token delayed a bit longer
Yeah,
than
but
we
you guys
thought
weren't like
originally.
wasting time. You guys like you're doing your best
Yeah, we're
possible.
not wasting time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. Nothing's like ever. I think we have the trust behind the community now that like nothing's bad
Yeah,
intentions
exactly.
on our end here.
And you're
But
backed
we're
by
in a
like
spot
big
where it's like-
investors too, so like it's a good thing you didn't rush
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. Yeah, so I appreciate like that there's a good faith between us and the community now with this kind of stuff. And yeah, what I can confidently say on our end is like literally every decision that we're making here is with the community's best interest in mind. We really just are trying to make like the best possible game that we can. We're really trying to bring Web3 into the next level and next stage. And
yeah, exactly. It's a long-term thing, you know.
We can't
like,
talk about.
Not anyone wants to like just take the airdrop and just go, you know. Like you guys are competing with Axie, like it's a hard thing. So I get why you postponed it, like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I can say this time it's not going to be anything like the previous time. It's like all the pieces are lined up this time, and now we're just in a stage where we actually just can't talk about stuff.
Yeah.
It's not because there's uncertainty on our end. It's more just like we're not allowed to talk about it, which is a much better spot to be in, right?
I got you. Thank you.
And Ark, Mila, I just want to like go back to your comment because that was really an interesting take too.
Which comment?
Yeah, Ark Mila's. She was speaking like right before you came up.
Yeah.
She had some great points too, where it's like what we love about Pixels right now is like there's a lot of different styles of gameplay. Like I can confidently say the way that Zombina plays is unlike most other people inside of the game, and I love the way that she like interacts inside of Pixels. If you see some of her content and follow her, she has like such a unique play style, and that's the kind of user that we love inside of Pixels and the stuff that we want to support too. And then there's like a bunch of other personas that we've been seeing inside of the game as well, where we see some of you that are like really into the markets and you're always looking at like what you can trade. What like kind of trade arbitrage you can find. We love that. That's kind of some of the stuff that we want to start facilitating a bit better too. I'm super excited when we get the guilds out because we already see some like social guilds forming a lot around like languages and other things like that. But you guys work together. There's some cool stuff with that. So really good point that it's not all about farming, right? Like a lot of you guys have been playing in a bunch of different ways. Some of you even like chose to forgo play the airdrop altogether and you're just like, I'm gonna farm berry and that's it, which is also super interesting. Love that route.
Okay, we've got Rare here from Tribally. Thanks for joining us. You're muted if you're.
Yeah, I'm actually making dinner for my for myself and my son. So if you hear a ping in a minute, I'm definitely not going for Dad of the Year with the microwave heating stuff up right now. But so I just want to say, like, I'm so grateful to you guys for putting this on. It's been an absolute hoot. I've never played any kind of farming or social game ever before. I'm 40 years old. This game has just sucked me in, and the competition for the last couple of weeks has just been wild. I've loved it. Really appreciate everything you've done, and genuinely looking forward to building more cool stuff when season 2 goes live, or chapter 2. And just want to thank every single person that came to the NG party today and every single person that's used our tools over the last few weeks. You're all awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much. Obviously, everything your team at Tribally has been doing for the Pixels community. We mentioned this a little bit earlier on in this space, but all of the tools that you guys have built I just have been they're just incredible. And so, thank you for that. And then, the party, obviously it was 3 a.m. for me, so I didn't make it, but 45,000 people showed up for that. So just
that is
so
wild.
Insane.
Wild.
That's more than sporting events. Like that's more than like.
Yeah.
I have to say as well, like I feared for the servers today when that was going on, but other than a couple of minor hiccups here or there, it was amazing. And I don't think people appreciate how hard it is to keep the lights on when you've got 160,000 people trying to do stuff. We're having the same problem at Tribally, and it's when a couple of thousand people are logging in at the same time. Like, so scale that to 160k, and I sympathize when I see that still loading screen, because I know you're getting it in the neck. But honestly, it's amazing what you've done to go from 5k to 160k in no time, and really without any. Honestly, I know people are going to kill me for saying this, but without any real hiccups, right?
Yeah, I can't say. There have been hiccups, but yeah, the devs have been doing amazing with that. Yeah, I don't think people understand the technical aspect behind it. I can confidently say our servers are getting much more expensive to run now, which is funny and the side effect of all of this. But yeah, no, appreciate the devs and appreciate you guys too. The tooling that you guys have built around Pixels has been super cool to see. Yeah, and it's been great. Bandit, I see your hands raised.
Yeah, hello guys. I wanted to thank you for this event. Also, it's funny that you touched upon the servers. I'm a developer myself, and I know how hard it is to scale these types of applications. So really good job with that. I just wanted to ask, would you like to briefly touch upon what will happen now?
Yeah, so we're about to post an article, but yeah, basically next stages are we're going to be doing a bot sweep over the next week and finalizing ranks. So that's going to take us some time to go through that. What we like to do is we like to basically do like a retroactive look on all the activity that we see from each of the users in the top 7,000. We have a couple tells and like a couple other things we'll be looking at, and like a more holistic data approach as well when it comes to looking at what we might suspect to be bot activity. We might get some of them wrong and there might be some false positives. So we'll give a bit of time for appeals too. If you get marked as a bot and you're sure that you're not a bot, then we'll give you a bit of a time to appeal as well. So we just want to give a buffer there. And then, yeah, basically we'll be running like some small in-game activations. This was the last chance to earn the pixel allocation. We're not doing a season 3. We're not doing anything else like that. This is the last part before we get to TGE. There's gonna be like a little bit of downtime when it comes to like actually getting the TGE ready, but that's basically team's full-time focus over the next little bit to get there, and you'll hopefully get an announcement in the next week or two about when that is. So yeah, once that announcement goes live, then you'll get to see the like allocation that you get when it comes to the actual amount of tokens for the event. And yeah, we're basically in business then. And what's interesting is it looks like we might actually be able to line up some more of the stuff that we wanted to around chapter 2 with the TGE as well. TBD on that, but it's looking like we'll have some cool stuff that's released at TGE, a bit more than we had even initially expected. So yeah, we'll keep you guys in the loop on like what that looks like as well. So yeah, we'll start teasing some of the features there. Guilds, that's going to be for sure launching when we launch the token. We might get some of the other stuff that we wanted as well, but the guilds thing I'm most excited about. I can't wait till we get out this SocialFi feature. It's interesting because I think that's going to get us even more attention than we have now in the rest of Web3. Right now, we've done a really good job of targeting Web3 gamers and the Ronin audience, and like a few other audiences as well. Once we start to introduce SocialFi, I think we're going to get some more attention in other spaces as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was here for Airdrop 1 as well. To be honest, initially it was only to farm the airdrop, but I think I will be continuing playing this game because it definitely like brought me back to my childhood days of playing RuneScape, and it's been such a good time. So great job, team, and keep it up.
Okay, wait, wasn't that literally the topic of a Twitter space you spoke on yesterday?
Yeah, you turned farmers into players. I talked about that in the Twitter space, and that was kind of a debate. It's funny because some people think that's not the case. They think that like these airdrop farmers are like these hitmen who are just like trying to go from one project to the next with no soul. But there's real players behind the farmers, right? Like there's real people behind the farmers. And yeah, we actually have seen a pretty good conversion of people who like initially come in with that intention, and then they see what this is about and they see some interesting stuff that makes them stay. And for us, that's kind of the thesis in Web3 too. We think that Web3 is a really interesting user acquisition tool, and that's why we want the Pixel token out, so we can start to experiment with that side of things when it comes to actually growing the game and the ecosystem. So yeah, that's what we've been waiting for this whole time, basically.
Yeah, and one impressive thing also was like if I compare Airdrop 1 to the second one, there's so many new features that you have implemented in such a short amount of time. I remember I was planting these carrots in the first Airdrop, but I saw there's like 10 new skills and so much that you've built. So definitely like very impressive.
Yeah, I'm personally a lot more happy with like this experience than the previous one. You guys grinded in season 1, but it was not the most fun gameplay. You guys were breaking mouses. There was at least a lot more strategy in this one, right? And there was like there were a bunch of different ways to play in this one as well. So yeah, a lot more happy too. And then yeah, as we continue to evolve Pixels, the gameplay is going to get better and better. That's kind of the focus over the next 12 months. Like we think that there's a lot more things that we can be doing in terms of gameplay. We want to shift the general gameplay from this grinding type of gameplay to something that's like a bit more social and a bit more strategic when it comes to planning. And yeah, that's kind of what we hope to unlock with Chapter 2. So yeah, we'll see how that goes and how we execute on it. But I'm generally pretty excited and optimistic.
If you ever implement player versus player, I want first dibs on fighting you, Luke.
Okay, I can. Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yo, can I add something?
Yeah.
Did we break last year's players, like the record?
In terms of players?
Yeah.
Oh, by a mile. Yeah, it's crazy because we were sitting at like, even if you don't count the DAU that we had before the Play-to-Airdrop, just like the new DAU that we added since then has even been increased. And that's kind of the advantage of having some scale already, right? We had like a 60% increase in users over this Play-to-Airdrop roughly. Yeah, which is interesting because in season 1 we had like, probably like a 1,000% increase. So the percent was not as high this time. But 60% is pretty good. So we went from like 100,000 to like, I think we had 180,000 daily active wallets today, which is nuts. Absolutely insane. So yeah, we feel really
Highest it's
grateful to
ever
have,
been, right?
Oh, by far.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Today was the highest ever. So yeah, keep playing Pixels, guys. Don't stop playing, please. Let's keep going for like another month at least. But yeah, we'll have some fun activations for you guys to do over the next little bit too. The intention for like the next month before we release Chapter 2 is not to have anything super grindy. We just want like maybe like a couple. We'll do some fun stuff. Like I think we'll probably give away a couple other tractors or lawnmowers, things like that. And we'll just do some like fun things in game where it's like you just check into the game like for a minute or two. You get like a little task. You maybe post on Twitter, and then you get a chance for a prize. Some things like that. For us, like it's really going to be great to keep some DAU for the next little bit. It's just advantageous as we move on to the next stages, as we, try to, as we launch this token. So we probably want to activate some of you guys in certain circumstances like that. But yeah, we also understand you guys have been grinding. We don't want to make you guys do that anymore. We have a hand up. I don't want to say your username. I'm not doing it.
He's forcing you to say his name, I guess.
No, I'm not doing it.
Sense. I really want to appreciate your projects like bridging finance and pleasure.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean that's a cool part about this game too. Like that's what I liked about RuneScape and MMOs like EVE Online, right? Like us and EVE Online aren't like that different at its core. I already think EVE Online is kind of a Web3 game, right? EVE Online is very financialized, but that's kind of the fun of some of these games, right? And like that's part of why this is interesting, right? Like knowing that everything that you do inside of Pixels has like stakes and consequences. To me, it makes the gameplay a lot more interesting and fun than if I'm playing Stardew Valley, which I love Stardew Valley. But in Stardew Valley, I don't really care if my crops die nearly as much as in Pixels, right? Like you're just more emotionally invested in a game like this, and that's to me the fun.
I'm gonna be honest. I hated planting those grumpkins, but shopping trees was actually like I thought it would be the worst, but I actually enjoyed it somehow. Weird type of satisfaction I got. Even more so than RuneScape.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because like yeah, I grinded so hard in RuneScape for a while as well, and yeah, I know what that feeling's like. It's really satisfying, just like going through the grind for a little bit. I did tons of fishing and wood cutting when I was playing the game. I think I got up to like I didn't get 99 in fishing, but I was like 98 or something like that. It takes a long time, and there's a ton of satisfaction with that. I don't know why. It's just like something that's somewhat cathartic, right?
Yeah, I put in a lot of hours chopping these trees. They were kind of my homies in Pixels, so I'll probably continue doing that. Luke, anything on the pets? I'm a bit curious about. I mean, I read about the pets, but I haven't really looked into it. So maybe if you can give me the TLDR on pets and what they do and.
Yeah, so basically, we're going to be putting a stronger focus on pets in what we call Chapter 3. Chapter 2 is our biggest priority. We're hoping to ship it like right around the token generation event date, or at least the first part of it. But then Chapter 3, we're going to be putting a larger emphasis on these pets. And these pets are early on, like they have a small amount of utility inside of the game. That's why we also gave them a badge inside of the Play-to-Airdrop. Like we know that we probably need to make them like have a bit more utility right now as well. But yeah, the intention behind them is to start building out more of the combat-like mechanics. The issue with these interoperable avatars is they all look different, and it's really hard to build out proper art when it comes to things like combat or any mechanics like that. So the pets is one like kind of post fix on that, where it's like, okay, can we create like new things in game that are consistent with our style that we can start to build out something like a combat mechanic around it if we want to go in that direction. So that's kind of the intention. Like Chapter 3, put a ton of focus on the pets. What we're debating right now is we're about to go into. I'm going to mute this guy. We're about to go into some of the design phases of Chapter 3 now that Chapter 2 is getting a bit more settled. And the type of combat is up for debate. Like if we do some kind of like live action combat, or if we do something more like a JRPG like Pokemon, like turn-based combat, if anybody has opinions or thoughts, like tweet about it, tag us, or like say something, because it's, right now is the time to say something.
Yeah, I'm just thinking in my head. I don't know what the best route would be, but I guess you guys are more qualified. I would love to see some type of combat eventually in the future. That would be cool. I don't know if you have plans for that. Is that something you're considering?
Oh yeah, 100%. So I think one of the things that I think we're missing in Pixels right now is we need more winners and losers. We're really excited to start to experiment with that type of gameplay when we introduce guilds. And guilds will start to introduce this new mechanic around like caverns, exploration, and contested lands. So yeah, that's going to be that first experiment around what that looks like, having some guilds win, some guilds lose. And just to note too, some people don't always love this competitive element. Like there's a role for the kind of player inside of our game and ecosystem for the people that just want to chill out, farm, and all of that too. Like you grinders who are playing the game right now, like a guild is probably going to want your services, right? They're probably going to want you to get them resources, and the guilds to go out and do whatever that they want to do with those resources, right? So you can still continue to play the same way that you do, and with the same mindset as well. But yeah, that's kind of the intention there.
I think it would be.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead, Heidi.
I was just gonna say we posted the article on Twitter. I just linked it to the top of this space, so everyone go retweet it. Okay, you can keep talking now.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything important. I was just gonna say it would be a really nice break in between farm runs to poke someone with a dagger or do some PvP.
Yeah, we have Chuck on the stage. Chuck, you've been posting a ton of content.
Chuck, I'm going to rug you, man. Chuck is an Axie legend, one of the real OGs, and it has been a delight to see him in the last 10 days going absolutely all in on Pixels, land, VIP, pet. It's just been amazing. Chuck, I'm sorry to rug you, man.
No. Thank you for inviting me up here. Honestly, it's been quite an adventure in just like you said, 7 to 10 days. Oh my gosh. I used to be the hardest Axie Maxi you could find. Like, I wouldn't play anything that's not Axie. Everyone knows that, and mostly because I only promote things that I actually like. Like, I don't want people getting rugged. I don't want people getting like me promoting stuff just for the sense of my bags. I was always really about like sharing with people what I like, and Pixels is one of those things that I really just fell in love with. I tried it for a few days, just free to play, but I couldn't take it. I'm like, I just need to learn more about the game. I need to learn how LAN works, how the pets work, how all this stuff like integrates together. And honestly, the design is very beautiful of this game. I really like the social aspect. You have no idea how many times I've been walking through Terra Villa and someone just stops me and says, Chuck Fresco, can I take a screenshot with you? Can I do this? Can I do that? And of course, I tell them no autographs. I try my best to stand still for them, align my pet perfectly for them. So yeah, it's been really, really wonderful. The social aspect of this game is huge. Like, I love like being able to talk to the people in my land, see what they're up to and stuff, and you just grow a bond with those people. Like, I've started giving drills away to people that I see farming on my land. That I see them there almost every day, and I'm like, I want to reward these people. The only thing I really was looking at the spaces that you talk about is more analytics for us that own land, so we can actually reward people that like grind every day. Because right now it's really hard to tell that. Like, it's really hard for me to say, oh, this guy's been grinding like hard. I want to give him some stuff, some perks. But overall, like, it's been awesome. It's been an awesome experience. I'm looking forward to making actual video content for this game. But right now I started off more slowly, like easing my way into everything, and just sharing what I've been learning throughout the way.
Oh, I appreciate the words, man. Yeah, that means a lot.
Yeah, and you hopped in Discord the other day, and everyone was like freaking out that you were there, and it was just wonderful. You create a really amazing energy in our community. So thank you for all of your kind words, and I'm so glad that you are a part of our community now. And like, I'm genuinely, or you're like, I love this, I love it, and yeah, I really feel you on you walk through and people start yelling at you. I used to just like play around Pixels like maybe a year ago. It was fine. I can't go anywhere now without people being like, give me butter brew. Give me butter brew. Lemonhead, butter brew now. I'm like, excuse me.
That's why you gotta flip the script. I demand things from people when I see them. If you see me in game, I'm gonna bug you for lopes. You're gonna give me stuff. I promise you that.
Oh my! Don't give him anything, guys.
I'll put you on the
Yeah.
list if you don't.
No, it's amazing. Like, oh my gosh, like so much. There was so much for me to learn, and the community is so helpful. Like, there's not documentation for every little thing, but the community is so knowledgeable. Like, it's a good feeling to be starting as a newbie again, because when you have been in Axie for so long, you know a lot of things, but like starting off new, it's just a fresh experience for sure. I think this game has so much potential. I look forward, obviously, to the PvP. That's why I bought a pet, just to see how it works out. But I think it's chapter 3 when the focus is coming in more. So I'm just looking forward to all of it. I think this game is something special for sure.
Oh, thanks, man. OGK, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I've been enjoying Pixels just like everybody else. I'm also from the Axie community. I saw Rare up here and Chuck and a couple other people that I recognize. So I felt like I had to come up and share my experiences as well. But I tried to grind all night to make it into top rank for hardwood. And I managed to make it until 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., which is when the energy party started. And I got myself to the Drunken Goose, and I took a little nap there and woke up again. Unfortunately, my laptop had fallen asleep, but I had a little bit of energy, so I can go cut some more trees. And now I'm just patiently waiting to hope that we made it in at the final hours. So fingers crossed, but I've been really enjoying this grind as well. I started a little bit late, but yeah, it's been a ton of fun. The community's been great. It's been awesome to see how willing like yourself, Luke, and Heidi, and the rest of the team are to kind of like jump in front of the community and kind of put your face out there and you know, really just kind of be there, like regardless of what happens. You guys are always willing to kind of jump in front of the community and like go on a space or do a YouTube live or something like that. And it's just really nice to, you know, have that transparency. And I'm seeing a lot of similarities in what Pixels is doing right now and what Axie did in 2021. So I'm very excited to see this wave and see where this momentum kind of takes us, because I just came out of a conversation where we were like, dude, this could get to 1 million like in no time at all, like 1 million daily active, because we saw it happen with Axie, and it went to 2.8 million daily active. So there's a lot of similar trends right now in the two communities, from 2021 Axie to 2024 Pixels. So yeah, I'm just really excited, and I don't know if anybody wants to sell land and floor it right now. I mean, I might want to buy it. So just gonna put that out there.
Same. If anyone wants the floor, just let me know. I'll buy too.
Oh my God, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited too. And it's so funny because as you say this, I don't know if you've been attending any of our AMAs, but obviously I want us to get over 1 million daily active users. Like, obviously I want that. However, Luke has promised something.
Yeah. It's a misaligned incentive here. It really is. Heidi might try to sabotage the 1 million DAU. I promised that we would get a Lambo tractor and we would give it away if we hit 1 million DAU. And yeah, I also said that Heidi would probably be the one organizing that.
Yeah. How am I going to do that? Like, where do they even make those?
Look, you're great. I have so much confidence you can figure it out.
Gosh. Anyways, I have some data for you guys, which, to be honest, I had to respond to him saying, wait, is that million? And he said, yes, million. The number of grumpkins harvested, so not planted will be more, harvested over the past 14 days was 33,547,391.
Oh
What?
my
What?
Wow.
I feel like I was 32 million of them.
Oh my gosh. I thought when I first read that, I was like, oh, 33,000. Okay, that's lower than I thought. But yeah, and then I realized that's a comma, not a period. Obviously, you can't also have like half a grumpkin, but 33 million.
Is there a stat of how many died? I'm just curious.
Yeah, how many died?
Oh man. Okay, let me ask. I don't know.
Oh
my gosh.
I love that.
I can't communicate this to any of my friends or family. It's like, what have you been doing? Like growing grumpkins, and now trying to explain to anyone that a group of like internet people have harvested 33 million grumpkins. Just I feel like I don't know whether it's lack of sleep or I've slightly lost my mind, but it's amazing. That's wild.
It's hard to explain to people.
It's so funny. I was joking with Rare about this, you know, like talking to my friends that work at, you know, in government jobs or I don't know, just like normal jobs. And I'm like, oh, damn it, my hot dog isn't loading in my farmland. Oh my gosh, those are annoying. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. We have a good time.
I won't lie. Like, Mrs. Fresco's my wife, and it was hard for me to explain to her why I'm making a milkshake for Jiho in the game. She was like, "What? What's going on with that?"
That's great.
Okay, I think we're at. This might be enough on the sound effects, my man.
Bam, sound effects.
Unless it's really.
Oh my god. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we can pull that data on grumpkins that died. in a quick way for you all today. I apologize. But yeah, 33 million. That's insane.
Well, I guess they died for a reason. They wanted to be forgotten, so we'll skip that data.
Deep.
Yeah, I was going to say something similar to you, Chuck. I tried to explain to some of my family and friends what the hell I'm doing, but I didn't really succeed. I just kept playing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. Rare just sent me a link to where to buy Lamborghini tractors. Thank you.
I can't wait to see it. In the meantime, I'm looking forward to the John Deere partnership, which I don't think he's here, but Finn has been tweeting at them lately. Finn, for anyone that's not familiar, Finn, Sky Mavis social lead. I'd love to see it because I think that kind of stuff is super cool.
We'll make it happen. I am determined. It's like you know how Ronan says, they're gonna be king of the gaming chains in that same One Piece manner, where it's like I'm gonna be king of the pirates. We will get a John Deere partnership. I'm gonna say it into existence. It's going to happen.
That can be the new thing instead of When Pixel.
When Lambo. Oh no, sorry. When John Deere partnership. That's funny.
2 million DAU, Luke, would you also consider giving away a John Deere tractor? Just floating it.
Well, we did.
Oh,
it was a lawnmower, but yeah.
No,
I mean, yeah, it was like a glorified. It was a very, very nice, expensive lawnmower that looked kind of like a tractor. It worked. Actually, that's why I'm nervous about the Lambo, because we got very lucky. The person that won the John Deere tractor, lived on a property, with a lot of property, lived in a house, a lot of property in the United States.
In the Midwest, it was the perfect person to get it, honestly.
It was so easy to ship them from Home Depot, the John Deere. What if, I don't know. I don't even know the logistics of majority. I don't even live in the United States, but it was pretty easy to do it. A Lambo tractor to some country that I am not familiar with will be a whole other story.
Film the whole thing. I'd watch an entire documentary on the Lambo tractor getting to the right person from Pixel for sure.
Yeah, it's too good to not do it, right? It's enough marketing, just the fact that we're doing it. We have to.
We don't even know how much those cost.
It's honestly not that bad. It's not as much as a Lamborghini car, yeah.
I hope not.
Okay, sweet. Well, I think it might be time to end this. I know a lot of people are really tired. And yeah, I really appreciate all of you joining on this space with us. This Play-to-Airdrop was great. This is a really nice ending. And yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for just being here with us. Does anybody else have some final thoughts or anything else they want to say? It's funny, I just saw somebody asking for an energy party in Terra Villa. Somebody's ready to keep going.
I do have one quick question, if that's okay. I noticed a new cyber machine in the Drunken Goose, and I'm curious as to the relation there, if you can comment on that.
Yeah, so New Cyber was one of the first experiments we started running with deeper forms of interoperability. We started integrating virtual land, another currency, and other things like that as well too. And it kind of plays into this longer vision we have for what we were calling realms. And they're kind of like an early tester and early beta on top of that too. So yeah, we've had to deprioritize realms in the short term, but we're really excited to see what that looks like in the next 12 months to a year as well, or 12 months to a bit longer as well. And yeah, that's a whole nother thing that there is to explore inside of Pixels. It's a whole other world, its own game loop, its own currency. And I know they have some pretty fun stuff coming on top of New Cyber as well. They're building additional game loops, additional types of functionality on top of what we have in Pixels. It's been recently reacquired as well, so there's some cool stuff to dig into there. And yeah, we're talking about when we want to release Realm stuff, when the right time is. Might come sooner, it might come a bit later, but yeah, we'll start to tease some of that soon.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, sweet. Well, yeah, I hope you guys all rest up. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or a good night. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. This was super fun. A great way to end the Play to Airdrop. And yeah, we'll see you guys all next time. Not
See you.
next Play to
Thanks,
Airdrop,
guys.
just next AMA.
Yeah, see you Tuesday, Twitter Space, and then Wednesday AMA. See you then.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.